And welcome to Ragazza Italiana. I'm Francesca.
And I'm Joelle. And we have one heck of a great show lined up for you today.
We do.
So what's good, Mama?
Okay, I want to say a couple things before we open up the show. I want to give a huge shout out to my childhood friend, Lou Mastry. Thank you so much, Lou, for spreading the word about trying to build up our show on YouTube and Facebook. We really appreciate what you're doing, and I will be helping you promote your son's book that's being sold on Amazon.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's
he's such a good guy, and he's Italian from the East Coast. So,
Hey, thank you. Paisan.
And also, on kind of a little sad note,
A couple weeks ago, we had him on the show.
Leland Holgate Sr. was on our show. He's the guy that all the girls are inboxing me privately about. Okay.
No, he was that incredible story
Yes.
about coming back from being a paraplegic at a young age, and he had a near fatal crash yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's in ICU here in Las Vegas in a local hospital. And you went to see him last night.
I did. I went to see him last night with my girlfriend Angela, and it was heart-wrenching. It was sad. But the good news is, on a lighter note, that he texted us this morning, and he is improving slowly. He can feel his feet now and his legs, and
I
he
didn't know that.
does not need surgery.
Good.
So all the prayers that were said from everybody, we appreciate it, because God really does hear our prayers, and that's where we get our miracles from, is God. So thank you, Lord. You get all the credit, and thank you for your people who believe in
Praying
you and
for him.
have faith in you through the power of prayer.
Oh, it's amazing what happened to him. He got hit on a head-on collision. I guess the impact threw his vehicle 30 feet.
Yes.
And it's just horrible. There's more car accidents here in Las Vegas, I think, than anywhere. I don't know what it is about people in Las Vegas. Everybody's in a hurry, first of all.
You think?
We're all in a hurry.
Everybody gambled all night.
And
They're
they wanna
drunk,
run
and they lost the proceeds that they need to pay their mortgage payment. Hello.
Or whatever.
Hello,
Yeah, no kidding. But it's just a shame. But anyway, we definitely are going to continue to pray for Leland. I believe they're going to move him out of ICU later this afternoon. But it's good. I mean, it could have turned out a whole lot worse. But we're praying for you, Leland, and we know that you're going to be okay. And we're going to be there every step of the way. So keep him in your prayers.
Absolutely.
All right. How was your Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day was good. It was kind of just a little melancholy, because I had to drop my son off at the airport at like 5:30 in the morning, because he went to do his nuclear medicine job for the summer in Martha's Vineyard, and he's having the time of his life.
Nice.
He's there until the middle of August. But I spent the rest of the day with my son Michael, and we had Greek food.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
I had a great Mother's Day.
That's good.
Yeah, I did.
Well, my son went to Disneyland over the weekend with his school, and the bus was late getting back, and I had to wake up at 2:30 in the morning on Saturday night and get my child from school. It was really fun. The things you do when you're a parent, right?
Yeah, that's
But
like 3 shots of espresso. Hey,
So I stumbled there and then came home, and we crawled back in bed, and we had a great Mother's Day. I got to go to yoga, which I love. I do that hot yoga, and it's been a godsend for me. And then we had a nice dinner. My mom came over. I brought flowers to my sister and to my mom, and wished my stepmom a happy Mother's Day, and we had a good time.
That
It was
was
good.
so cool.
Yeah, it was a great day. So
I do have a trivia question.
Okay.
This is so interesting. And this actually came from Chris, our producer. Blah. Hello. Producer. Oh my gosh.
in the produce section.
Is that where you picked him up? No, just kidding.
Very funny.
Aisle 9. Anyways, who do you think did the first soup kitchen in the United States?
Soup kitchen?
Soup
As in
kitchen.
poured the soup?
During the Great Depression.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Who? Al Capone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yes. And
Wow.
Chris gave me this information. I put it on my phone. So thank you, Chris. Al Capone started one of the first America's soup kitchens during the Great Depression. By 1931, the Chicago Tribune reported that Capone had a free soup kitchen for over 120,000 meals a day.
Wow.
The United States government never even did that for our people. Wow. So even though Al Capone was a notorious gangster, as we all know, okay?
But he helped people.
Okay.
Come on,
There was a soft
give it to him.
side to him. And, we have to kind of look at that like, hey, he was a notorious gangster, but he had that soft side. Yeah. So there you have it, part of history.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of gangsters, no, I'm just teasing. Yesterday was Frank Sinatra's anniversary of his death. 21 years ago, he passed away in 1998. And, they still lower the flags in Hoboken for him there.
That is wonderful.
He's still as huge today as he was when he was alive. I mean, you walk in department stores and casinos and anywhere here in Las Vegas, his name still lives on. Even the street, Frank Sinatra Boulevard, right?
Even Chris, our producer, plays him in the Rat Pack, and he does a wonderful job.
There you go.
So if you want to see him perform, go to the Rat Pack, right?
There you go, at the Tuscany, yep.
Okay.
Well, when we come back, we have a couple of amazing guests for you that we cannot wait to share their stories.
Oh, lots of fun. Be right back.
Nieve Melandra Boutique is your one-stop shop for the hottest looks from casual to the red carpet. We have stunning and affordable gowns, and we will help you put your own complete look together with a variety of accessories, including shoes. We have the trendiest and most appropriate look for your Vegas vacation or your night out on the town. You can shop online at melandraboutique.com or visit us at our location in Summerlin, Buffalo, and Alta. The address is 450 South Buffalo Drive.
And we are back. Here we are today.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Francesca?
Oh, boy, I got my diaper on because this one over here is a live wire.
Would you please welcome to our show, Joe D'Amico.
Hey guys, I'm honored to be here. I'm a big fan of the show, Ragazza Italiana.
Thank you.
But on a personal note, as soon as Franny called me and says, there's an opportunity for you to be alone on a couch with two Italian broads, I said, frig it, I'm there. I'm in. I don't even have to be a fan of the show. I'm in. But no, I'm honored to be here. I love the show. I know you've done about 8 or 9 shows already.
Yeah.
I love them. I'm watching them. I'm addicted to them. They're great.
Thank
You've got some great guests, but I want you to know it's the two of you that gel it all together. So
Oh,
I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. All right, so tell
people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
we need to know. So who is Joe D'Amico? Where are you from? How did you get to Vegas? Tell us all about this.
Born and raised Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Little Italy, Manhattan, New York City. Born and raised. My entire family were in unions. We're in unions. I came out here. I was a great athlete, great ball player, blue chip baseball, football. I was a champion boxer, karate champion. I came out to Vegas. And I want you to know, before I make a preemptive strike, New York is the epicenter of the universe. We love New York. It is the epicenter. But I'll tell you what. I came out to Vegas. I was 20 years old. I came out with 4 friends of mine. We were all 20. My father's comp, we had a 5-room suite at the old Aladdin.
Oh, my God.
Now, we had a 5-room suite. We'd have to pay 5 20-year-old kids, all good-looking Italians. The Don Johnson look was in. We were like in pastel colors.
All tan.
We're tan in December. So, I'm Sicilian. Come on. I got Italian people go, are you tan? No. And there was the difference between Italian and Sicilian. We'll explain that later. I got a great story about my parents. My mother's Napolitana. My father's from Catania, Sicily. Oh. People from both sides won't go to the wedding because they said they called it a mixed marriage. True story. True story. A mixed marriage. I got a great one. I've got to tell you about my first girlfriend later in a minute, but I want to tell you about me. I want to talk about me.
That's it.
My favorite subject.
What got you for on the couch?
But by the way, thanks for sending Fran over. Fran picked me over in the car the entire ride here. She was feeling my leg. Thanks, Fran. It is absolutely true. Look at her. Look, she's all right.
Those
Joelle, you know Fran as well. Well, I know Noah better than you do now after the ride over, but you know I'm telling the truth. So I came here on vacation with 4 friends of mine.
Okay.
Friends over
and now there's a ring.
And Mr. Rogers is here.
Take a break.
We're going to take a break. Mr. Rogers, nice to be my neighbor.
Okay, so you were telling us about you just came to Las Vegas, and funny, I graduated from the Aladdin High School.
Did you really?
I did. At the Aladdin High School. Not from the Aladdin, at the Aladdin. Hello.
Wow.
All right.
That was a great hotel. But we had a 5-room suite. We were 5 20-year-old Italian guys from New York, and we had some friends that owned some clubs out here. and I would say there were hostess clubs. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
And every night, 5 different hostesses used to.
Those who-was.
Thank God for who-is. The world needs who-is too, guys. Otherwise, the good girls would be the who-is, and then they got no place to go. Anyway, we had fun every night, and literally after a couple of days, we weren't sleeping. We were going out every night. After a couple of days, I was tired, and I was talking like a hooker that just worked at docks after the fleet came in. And I actually stood in one night. The next morning, when all my friends and the hostesses were coming in, I got up, went downstairs. I had breakfast. I had made friends with some bartenders and some waitresses that I'm still friends with today, 30 years later.
That's cool.
And I said, it's a little rainy out. I can't play golf. My friends are upstairs. And what's there to do? He says, well, my wife shows houses. Oh. And she gets $100 for everybody that she shows houses. So I said, give her a call. Swear to God, I bought a house that day. I looked at, there was like 3 major neighborhoods. I mean, there was Sun City, Summerlin. It wasn't Summerlin. There was Sun City, Summerlin.
Yeah. Yep.
Then there was Spanish Trails area.
Yep.
There was the lakes and the shores.
Yep.
I looked at the lakes, the shores, Spanish Trails. I said, how much is this house? This is for a one-family house. I said, that's all? I said, I bought a house that day. Wow. Swear to God, I took out cash. I went back to the room. I gave the girl cash. I said, sign me up. I want the house. That was December of 89. I moved out officially July of 90. Oh, wow. And back east, I worked for bookmakers. I could talk about it now because they're only the dead are in jail. Some are in the witness relocation program, but good riddance to them.
But there's so many bookmakers. There's still bookmakers.
You couldn't shoot a dead cat where we're from without hitting 10 bookmakers. So I was always on that side of taking bets. And then I came out here and I worked actually alongside some very well-known pioneers in the handicapping and sports gaming industries. I learned the business. Then after several years, I said, wait a minute. I pick winners as good or better than anybody. And I bet my own games. I'm not full of crap. And, this is really about 15, 16 years ago. I was in the business for many years before that. But I started my own businesses prior to really the social media explosion. And it was a lot tougher to crack or get a name in this business. And literally, I opened up a service, All American Sports. I started writing for our own Las Vegas Review Journal. I won a couple of contests. I got a reputation for being a very big gambler, a daily gambler. There's viewers out there that'll bet $1 million on a Super Bowl. But guys like me who bet very large amounts of money every day, we bet a lot more than that throughout the year. So we're considered big daily bettors. And I know Fran asked me, Francesca asked me, says, how do we describe it? Las Vegas, I'm affectionately known as Las Vegas' biggest daily sports bettor. Wow. On a daily basis, nobody bets more than me in this town. Guys will come in, they'll bet $100,000. I bet very big money on games, and I bet my own games. I have a service, All American Sports, one of the most reputable services on this planet.
Is it on the internet?
It is on the internet.
What's the address?
AASIWINS, AASIWins.
Slower.
For all you people, listen, my Hooked on Phonics books didn't come in the mail yet. AASIWINS, ASIWins.com. It's a website that we've got champion handicappers, we've got articles, we've got columns, we've got tons of free games for you people that like gambling. If you don't like gambling, even if you're a sports fan, you'll love it. And it's very entertaining.
All right, so let me ask you this. So you're big in the gaming business.
Yes.
So you obviously have spent your fair share of many years here engaging in the gaming industry. So how do you feel that it has changed, and especially with the new games that are out now, and like the sports arenas for the kids? Like my son goes over to the Luxor sometimes and plays. How do you feel about that coming in now?
Well, I think that
changing.
I think anything that expands Vegas. I'm an advocate for Vegas. This is my home. We always talk about New York being the center of the universe, but this is my home. Yeah. I love this city. First of all, we got the best weather on the planet.
Hello.
I'm going to give a plug here for Vegas. We've got the best weather on the planet, best day in nightclubs. I'm a little too old for nightclubs, but the best day in nightclubs out there.
Yeah, no, it's true.
We have 4-star restaurants. When I first moved there, there was about 8 good restaurants. Now there's about 800.
I know, and there's always
everywhere you went. Oh, it's great.
Anywhere.
And on top of everything, you, Christopher, I can attest to this because I'm sitting on the couch with several of the most entertaining people in Vegas. We have the number one entertaining mecca on the planet on any given week. I always make a joke about this, Joelle. I remember this one year, I see about 150, 200 shows a year. Well, this one week, a few years ago, I saw Motley Crue. I saw the punk rock band with Johnny Rotten, Sex Pistols. I saw Lionel Richie. I saw Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
Did he say hello, Lionel Richie?
Did
he call you and say hello?
He sang to me. He sang to me. Then like Fran on the way over. Then like Fran on the way over here, he goes, "You're easy." I'm just kidding.
Okay.
She wasn't that easy. It took me 3 exits to get her. No, I'm kidding. I'm messing with Fran. She did not flirt with me at all.
Joey is scaring my stalkers away, even on Facebook.
Listen, no.
This is bizarre.
All right,
Listen,
now here's
yes.
the real question.
Yes.
What are you doing to keep your Italian traditions alive here in Las Vegas?
Besides just walking around, and I want you to know, I am
just
not
waking
just
up every day
I
being
am
a
not
freaking
just
tango.
Italian, I'm Sicilian. My mother's Napolitan. Her whole family's from Naples.
That's where my family's
That's
That's what
the
I
good-looking small face, this nice face. I bet you use. I'm going to ask because I bet you she sings while she cooks. Because all the Napolitans sing while they cook.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and they're all good cooks.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all
absolutely.
good looking.
That's right.
Pains in the asses, but they're good looking. And my father's side, they all come from Catania, Sicily. I've got to tell you a great story. You're gonna really appreciate it. There is a difference between Italy and Sicily. It's like saying China and Japan. It's like saying Mexico and Spain. They're different places, but I want you to know, great story. My first girlfriend, now I grew up in Little Italy, guys. Little Italy, okay? My grandmother, Nana, everybody knew Sadie D'Amico. She's been this. But so I was walking on the street with my first girlfriend. Now, I'm not going to say who she was because she knows she's watching us now. She's not stalker. No, she's watching us now probably. Still a friend of mine. I was about 14 years old. I was walking down the street. My grandma lived on the 4th floor. She said, Joseph, get up here. Get up here. I said, Nana, get up here. So I came up. Now, my first girlfriend was blonde. She has an Italian last name. She's 100% Italian. My grandmother looked at me. She says, what are you doing with this Irish Butana?
Yeah.
For all you non-Italian speaking people, Butana is a very affectionate word.
For all you
it means whore. So I said, but Nana, and we call her Nana, she's Italian. Her last name is so-and-so. She hit me with a cane. She says, you got to meet a girl from Catania. I said, so Nana, wise ass that I am. I said, so Nana, I got to get on a plane, fly to Italy, take a boat to Sicily, take a donkey to the mountains to meet a girl with a bigger mustache than I have. She hit me again with the cane. She says, next time I see you, better be with us. Like, no, not for a Sicilian.
So did you marry an Italian?
I am with a Sicilian girl now. 19 years. Yeah, 19 years I'm with her.
Yeah.
Wow. How many kids?
We have one kid. My son is 22.
Can I say your name?
Yeah, sure you can.
Hi, Dion. We love
I'm in
you.
trouble now. It's not like my wife's name is Lisa, where like it could be 100 Lisa. Hi, Lisa. This is for you, Dion. There's only her, Dion, and Dion Warwick.
So do you have Sunday sauce?
We got gravy. I have gravy.
Hey,
we always make gravy. We always do a gravy. And you know what I would like to do? I'm going to put a challenge out to Francesca and Joelle right now.
Okay.
I miss where not just our own family get together. I'd like to do something where on a regular basis, and we can rotate houses, and everybody brings a little potluck. Of course, the first guy that brings corned beef and cabbage ain't getting an invite back.
No.
They're gonna get shocked.
Listen, every Sunday we have Sunday sauce. I told my son it's Sunday sauce. Yeah. My mom comes over, we cook. That's every Sunday, and that's just the way it is. But I think that's wonderful.
Yes.
The problem with that, and that's so true. For some reason, I don't know if it's in the water here in Las Vegas, but everybody is running 9,000 directions. It seems like nobody has any time.
Yes.
And if you do have time, it's like, okay, I got from 4 to 4:30, and I'll be at your house for 20 minutes. Right?
You know, Joelle, Francesca,
It's
I have
so
learned
true.
something, though, and especially we all have children, and our kids, you know, today you find out you're pregnant, tomorrow your kid's starting grade school, the next thing you know, it's the prom, the next thing you know, they're married and they have kids. But I want you to know, I am about the most successful person in my industry, and I work while farmers are asleep. I'm awake and working.
This is
okay.
true. This is
all right.
true.
I keep hours like meth cooks don't keep hours like me.
I've noticed.
But I want you to know something, guys. I have come to realize over the last couple of years that I could always make more money. I can't buy back time. So when you have time to spend with good people,
You got to do it.
with your family, with your loved ones, with your dogs, I'm going to tell you right now, spend time with people that appreciate you and that you appreciate. And I want you to know, no matter what you have in your bank account, you're the wealthiest person on the planet.
Amen. Tell us
is
your
so true.
one more time your website info.
AASIWINS. And for those of you that love my voice, because obviously, if you didn't get enough of it now, I can give aspirin a headache. I have a free pick phone. Can I plug my free pick phone?
What?
I have a free pick phone every single
go
day.
ahead. Do what you do.
I've got a free pick phone every single day and a pre-recorded message line. You could call up, and on a pre-recorded message, you get a free winner from me. And in the 5 years that I have this pick phone, I'm documented over 67, 68%, which I want you to know, if you hit 54, 55, 56%, you're a big winner in my business. And to do that for a season is amazing. I'm doing it for 5 years. 1-800-JOE, that's 563-8854 each and every day, 1-800-JOE, 8850. You can call wonderful. I know how much you love my voice. It's wonderful. Oh my God, it's like
Joe,
Aretha Franklin. It's
Joe, we want to thank you so very much.
I want to thank the both of you.
And we're definitely gonna hold you to that little dinner.
I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that. I want to thank you both. Chris, our producer, he is the best, one of the most talented people, and not just in Vegas, but we're lucky to have him really in Vegas most of the time, in the whole world. I appreciate it. Joelle, I love you. I adore you. Fran, I want to thank you for everything, for being a good sport. I can't wait for the ride home.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back with our next guest.
Fran, come on.
Nieve Melandra Boutique is your one-stop shop for the hottest looks from casual to the red carpet. We have stunning and affordable gowns, and we will help you put your own complete look together with a variety of accessories, including shoes. We have the trendiest and most appropriate look for your Vegas vacation or your night out on the town. You can shop online at melandraboutique.com or visit us at our location in Summerlin, Buffalo, and Alta. The address is 450 South.
And we are back, and we have a great guest with us today. His name is Carmen Romano, and he has a show that's touring here. It's called Anything Goes, and he plays Tony Bennett, and someone else plays Lady Gaga, correct?
Katie Steele is she's wonderful.
Oh, I actually heard of her.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I hope to meet her one day.
Oh, she's very, very talented.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we worked together in Legends in concert for a while. And that's how we kind of...
That's how I met, Carmen. Was in Legends.
Cool.
We toured in Legends,
We did Noah's Ark that one time. But
It was in New York. We were in New York.
Long Island, it's
Long Island.
Gateway Theater. I'm like, wow. It looked like Noah's Ark. It really did.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cleveland originally.
Because you have like a Long Island accent.
I went to school in New York.
Okay. See,
so kind of rubbed off a
get rid of that
little
accent.
bit. Rubbed off.
Yeah.
Everybody says that.
Okay.
You know.
And what part of Italy is your family from?
My father's father was near Tivoli, right outside of Tivoli, and my mother was Calabrese, so she was
Closer to Sicily.
right, little, but
You ever been?
no, close, never been. You know, we worked in Berlin for a long time, and we were going to take the train. We just didn't have time to. I've been everywhere but there.
You'll get there. It'll happen.
It's incredible. You must go.
No. My family just left this morning. Well, my cousins. There were about 5 of them that went.
Really?
So they just left today.
That's
They're going to
amazing.
be there like 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks.
That's amazing.
So
where's your show? First of all, how did you come from Ohio? I'm from Youngstown originally.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah, we
told me
talked
that.
about
Yeah,
this on the
that's
bus.
right. Yeah.
On the bus in New York.
On the bus to New York. Yeah, that's right.
So how did you get to Vegas?
You know, my parents used to come to Vegas all the time. And that's when the lounges were happening. I'm talking, you know, late 70s, early 80s. You know, and they would say, and I was singing around Cleveland, Ohio, you know, all around there. Had a band, and they were going, go to Vegas, there's lounges, blah, 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 blah. So I was really on my way to LA. That's where I really wanted to go, because I'm an actor too. That's what I wanted to do. You know. Go to Vegas. There's a lot of stuff happening. So I stopped here. You know, I just stopped for a while, and it was back then. Even though the town is bigger, and back then it was still Las Vegas. I came at the tail end of old Las Vegas, which was great. I mean, if you weren't here then, you wouldn't know what it was like, but it was beautiful. You know, so I tooled around a little bit here and there. In the lounges, there were lounge things going on. The first job I got was I was singing with this group, and we're singing backup with Paul Anka at Caesar's Palace. So my first job ever in Las Vegas
Was with Paul.
was at the Circus Maximum showroom in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace. You know.
How cool is
And
that?
that trapped me. Not trapped me, but that's what kept me here.
Yeah.
He got trapped.
You know,
that
got
happens.
sucked in. You know,
That
because it was
happens.
a great town. It was a great town.
I know.
And so I did that for a while, and then the Legends came up. Legends in Concert. And my partner Eric Martin, who's just recently passed away. His other partner had quit because he was in the show before me. I auditioned. That was in '88. I auditioned for him, and we went to Jon Stewart, who was the producer at the time.
And your act was?
With the Blues Brothers. We were the Blues Brothers.
They were amazing.
And 1988, and that was it. Still doing it, you know. I mean, we were still doing it, but so you know, we passed up a lot of things because we had that, you know. So we never.
But you worked.
Oh, we worked 30 years.
You worked 30 years.
You know, we've been all over the world.
Brothers. Yes.
You know, for free.
Yes.
We went all over the world and made money.
Yep.
Which was great, you know. But you know, like I said, we passed up some movies. We passed up some other things, but
Do you have any regrets?
Oh no! I mean, the
There
friends. No.
Yeah.
Just the friends that I have made in this business, the places we've been. You know, the celebrities I have met. Probably wouldn't have met them.
Right.
You know, any other way, and got to be friends with them.
That's amazing.
You know, it's great. No, I mean, it's. I never thought we would do it 30 years. You know, when we started, we were like, maybe 5 years we'll do this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But
Probably should have. I probably should have moved on and
did the films.
Yeah. Probably. You know. I mean, it's not that I can't.
Might be a little bit of a regret.
That's a little. Yeah. If I had one regret,
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I knew that you would never mean the friends because you're Italian.
No,
We love
no,
our
absolutely.
We either love them or kill them, one or the other.
I mean, no, and that I do, but yeah,
Just
really,
kidding.
I'd love to kill them, one or the other. So yeah, that's where we are today,
And so recently, I was in New York a couple of years ago, and we were all on tour with Legends, and I was there, and that's where I met the both of you.
Right.
And I had invited my son, and he came and spent Thanksgiving with us that week. And
that was pretty crazy.
It was a crazy week. But he would come in your dressing room and hang out with you guys, and he just loved you and Eric.
Now he won't fit in the dressing room.
He's getting big now.
I saw him. I can't believe how big he got. That was just a few years ago.
I know, it's crazy.
God bless him. He's a big boy.
But he was very fond of you and Eric, and that time that he got to come in your
personality.
Thank you.
He would be like a Blues Brothers kid. He had that personality.
He's such a good kid.
He was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He took that wig head of mine, and he put a shirt over top of his head, and he came out of the dressing room with a wig head on top of his head.
So
and I have the picture. It's hilarious. If I find it, we'll post it. So what happened with Eric? So in January, I started reading on Facebook that he was in the hospital. Right?
But it had started that previous March. So this past March had been a year that he first got what he got. You know, it just started out with a little diverticulitis, a little ulcerative. You know, he's bleeding, and they really couldn't control the bleeding.
And he was really healthy. He was in excellent shape.
Like an ox.
I remember going to eat with you guys, and he was like salads. And he was working out, and it was, you know.
I mean, you know, and it just went on and on and on, and I mean, the care he got here was, you know.
Yeah, I know. Vegas is not.
They were putting a Band-Aid on it, I think, you know, and he was still. They gave him some pills, and it slowed it a little bit, but not much. But the things that were in the pills was getting a side effect from the things that were in the pills. So everything was fighting each other, and it went on and on. Still, you know, and we went to Foxwoods for Thanksgiving and over Christmas for Legends. So we were there about 6 weeks, and at that time, he was really. You know, we come off stage and he say, "Carmen, I'm so tired. I can't catch my breath. I don't understand what's going on. I know I'm not that out of shape.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I mean, it just because you know you're only on for 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
And he was still, you know, he was still having the same symptoms, same problems. So the run ends. We come home. We have a New Year's Eve job. Do the job, and before he leaves, he goes to the doctor to check his blood and see what's going on. Actually. So he leaves for Phoenix. His parents live in Phoenix. Went to see his parents. On the way to Phoenix, the doctor called him and says, "Get to the hospital immediately." His hemoglobin was like 5. He had no blood in his body almost.
Oh my gosh!
You know, I think if we would have stayed in Connecticut a week or two more, God forbid, he might have died right there.
Jeez.
But it's just sad that he died from what he died of. He shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. Everybody I talk to say, "Well, I have that. I have that. I have that."
It is very common because my son
yeah.
does nuclear medicine, and a lot of his patients that he worked on has that. It's
and everybody.
It's curable.
They say, "What happened to Eric?" I say, "Well, you had that." Well, I have that.
I've never heard of anyone dying.
So that's what
from
really
that.
ticks me off,
That's
and
really
that's why I'm
weird.
angry about that. I think negligence. Then he was in the hospital in Phoenix from January until he never came out.
Jesus.
You know, and he
I'm
got
so
one
sorry.
thing after the other, and just he developed blood clots in his lungs, and one, just. It's tragic. But the last thing he told me, the very last thing he said, because he was helping me with this Tony Bennett thing. He was kind of going to produce this for me. Because we did it in Milwaukee about 4 or 5 months prior. He wrote a show called Dino's Cool Party, which was a great show. Great show.
Oh, wow.
It was like the old D. Martin TV show.
Yeah.
You know, and Kate and I, I did Tony Bennett on the show, and she came as a special guest. But that's the first time. Anyway, he said, "Make sure you do this." You know, he said, "I don't want to hear no negative stuff. Nothing. I can't. I don't think. Make sure you do this. You make sure you do." So you know,
this is partly his. Did he help you build the show? Did he help you with any of the material or?
Oh yeah, we sat down and we picked out what songs we should do, and we had it charted. And I said, Eric, because for what I did for 30 years, John Belushi is totally opposite of Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
I'm so used being on stage to moving, going in the crowd, joking. You know, Tony Bennett is you stand there and just sing and stand there. You know, and that's the hardest adjustment for me right now.
Standing still.
Yeah. Steve McCoy is kind of helping.
I think every Italian has that.
Oh no, with the hands, you know, and that's what they say. Don't point.
People want to get restraining orders against us for absolutely nothing.
No, you know,
for just going to Starbucks and ordering like a macchiato or something.
No.
You know, it's just the way we say it. I don't know the way we move.
Well, that what they call Italian when his hands tied, a mute.
Oh yeah.
A deaf mute.
So, but. Yeah, so as I said, Steve McCoy is kind of took over and is helping me, and that's what he says: stand still, don't move. You know.
Yeah.
So, but so it's going good. I mean,
and is Legends catching on? Are they booking you as well as a
not
team?
Not as of yet. They were going to come to see the show, but she had to fly out of town because they're opening a show in Alabama.
Oh, okay.
So they couldn't come, but they know who we are.
I know.
Kate worked there. I worked there.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know what direction Legends is going right now. So
with their new opening here in Vegas and all that stuff at the Tropicana.
You know, we'll see. We'll see. But this show, a lot of interest in the show, a lot of interest, a lot of agents, a lot of cruise ships.
So how does someone find you if they want to look for your information? Do you have a website?
Well, as of yet, we don't.
Okay.
Because this thing is so brand new. We just shot video Monday, so the video is being prepared as we speak.
Good. That's good.
And as you know, you need a video. That's your calling card.
I know.
Yeah.
People say, "Well, it sounds great. I love the concept. Show me the video."
Yeah, show me the money.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what
Show me the dollar sign.
So you know, that's what's happening, and it's a good thing.
So what are you doing to keep up your Italian traditional roots? Do you cook? Do you make pasta?
No,
what do you make?
No, I cook. Absolutely, I cook. You know, and my kids. You know,
how many kids you have?
I have 3.
Okay.
Well, 4 actually. For my second wife has 1. So she's like my daughter. So there's 4.
Okay.
2 girls, 2 boys, and you know the kids today, but they still like I fry the hot peppers.
Hey.
You know, my son comes over just for that any day of the week. Dad, you got peppers?
Yeah.
So
meatballs and the sauce.
Like you, I try to do one day to keep that tradition going.
Yeah.
You know, the Christmas Eve, the tradition with the fish. Forget about it.
Forget it. You can't do it. I know my son.
They don't want to hear fish.
He don't want the fish either.
They don't can't
Very seldom he wants the
nothing.
fish. Yeah, it's like, ew, it stinks.
I love fish.
Oh, but I do it.
We're old school.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, the schmelts and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my son would be like, I don't want to eat that.
No, so, I know. But they'll go to a restaurant and pay $50 for a piece of fish.
It's a
but they won't eat it at home. Yeah, you know. So, but you know.
Yeah.
You know, my father was always so adamant: no fish on Christmas, no meat on Christmas Eve. So I still try to do that. So
yeah, that's cool. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
So that's cool. So when's your next show?
Well, we don't know yet. We're gonna book it, so we'll see. As of right now, October.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, but I hope there's something before that.
Right.
Kate's out of town for 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm also doing by myself Tony Bennett. There's interest in that too, just the Tony Bennett show.
Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't there be?
Just a 4-piece. So,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
If somebody wanted to hire you to do a Tony Bennett impression, would you be able to do something like that?
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Okay,
absolutely.
people,
find you on Facebook, Carmen Romano. So tell me about this thing for Eric. It's happening
May 22nd.
Right? Yep, next week.
6 o'clock, Italian American Club, Sahara and Eastern. There'll be food. The ticket is $15. There'll be food. Loads of free, good entertainment.
Yeah.
All the old legends are coming down.
How long is it going to be going on?
You mean probably an
From
hour and a
6
half?
to-
Probably
oh,
an
okay.
hour and a half, 6.
See, that sucks.
2
'cause
hours maybe.
We do our show, and I
you
can't
know.
get over there.
But I think,
till after 10.
yeah, well, that's okay. You're there in spirit. That's all right.
Yeah.
Just give me the $15 now.
I'll give you the money.
That's good.
Show me the
Show me
money.
the money. You know.
That is so good. That is
Originally it was going to be a fundraiser.
Yeah.
That's how it started. Because nobody ever thought.
I know.
Now it is what it is.
I know.
But they had a beautiful service for him in Phoenix a few weeks ago. And,
Yeah.
What are you gonna?
I don't know. It's just like when I was working for Tony Sacca, and he was here one minute, and the next minute he was gone.
No.
And it's like you can't believe because he seemed so young and vibrant. And
I just
we were
saw
on
him
stage.
before that.
I was on stage with him the night before.
No,
we
yeah.
were,
I was doing Tony and Tina's wedding, and he had come.
And he was
to the show.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And kind of, it's so funny when Francesca called me up to do this coffee talk thing, this whole couch thing. It made me think of Tony because this is what Tony did.
Oh, that was his
that's
bag,
what he did, and so
absolutely.
I feel like at the very least, if I could carry the torch for him and talk about what's
Oh, it's
going
a
on
great
in Las
idea.
Vegas,
It's fabulous. They need it. They need a
We
show
need somebody
like this.
that needs to do this because there's so much going on
Absolutely.
here.
There's so many great entertainers in town, working places, and that's another thing. I hope that some casino owner gets a brilliant idea and bring the lounges back.
Hello.
Because people our age, they come to Vegas, they drop piles of money, and they go, "What did I get?
Nothing.
I got nothing."
Yeah. But if you go to the Tuscany, I don't know if you've been over there.
Yeah, oh, that's
that
great.
lounge is something else.
Oh, absolutely.
That guy over there, he's got the right idea. Free parking, the food is top notch.
No,
so if you're in
absolutely.
there and you're eating
Yeah.
the entertainment, they hire these people. They do a couple hours. We go in there, we hang out. And oddly enough, the Italian American Club, which is very, very cool as well.
They have
They got good.
great food.
Yep.
But
Yep.
not only that, they're starting. I think it was going to be a great thing having they have a show in there almost every Friday.
I know they
a different
do.
show.
Yep.
And I mean, I think that's a great idea. And I really think it's going to catch on.
My biggest thing is having 36 years under my belt here in show business. I wish that they would bring back some of these shows and employ some of these singers and dancers that are sitting around not working. It's not all about Cirque du Soleil, and not that I don't love Cirque du Soleil,
Right,
but
no.
when they brought in the circus and they took over all these venues and they got rid of all these beautiful shows, I think the only really big show that's left is Vegas the Show, which it does have a lot of dancers in it, but there's no other opportunities.
Right,
There's
no.
not, there's a ton of performers in this town that are not working, or they're sprinkling themselves here and there and everywhere. I mean, I'm blessed to be working in a show nightly. My bid is this big, but I'm still working.
Sure, no.
And
that's great. It's keeping
something
it
to be
alive.
said
No.
about doing something.
There's got to be a place for people to go to sit down, have a drink, and see a show. That's not going to cost them a ton of money.
Exactly,
And when
be
they
able
go
to
home,
see.
because I mean, let's face it, lounges are what Vegas was based on years ago.
Yeah.
You had big names in the lounges, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, big names were in the lounges.
Hey,
As well as in the showroom.
yeah.
So I hope that comes back.
I mean, because that seems like to be the most feasible thing, because I think the hardest thing is to get butts in the seats.
No.
That is the hardest thing about these four walls, is getting the butts in the seats. And, I have to tip my hat to Dick Feeney, because he's had the longest running shows in this town, and they are succeeding.
Right.
They've got butts in the seats every single night.
sure.
He's figured it out.
No, he knows how to do it. Right. Exactly.
David Sachs, he's another one, puts butts in the seats, not for nothing,
Right.
but he's got these shows that run and run and run and run and run. And so I just think we need more of that. We need more people, more allowances in these lounges where they're going to allow for, like you said, not a very high dollar,
No, right.
and allow the talent to be seen. This town is saturated with talent.
Great talent.
Great.
I spent the
Great.
summer in Atlantic City last year, and I got to give it to Atlantic City. They have the lounges, the bands, and they don't have one or two pieces in these bands. I'm talking 8, 9-piece bands in these lounges, and they're smoking and they're packed. They are
Wow.
packed. They're just packed.
Well,
And I said, wow, that's, we're missing that. I'd love to see it come back.
maybe they'll bring it back.
I'd love to see it come back. And even, as a lounge performer, might not become a star, but he's still going to be a name that people,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I want to go see him, or I want to go see him. Let's go see, he's going to be here. That's the way it used to be.
Yeah.
People would follow, like Jerry Tiffy, God bless him, been in town forever, but
Hello.
he's got a following, and he's, Let's go see Jerry. Where's you? And I think that would catch on with other people too. And I would love to see that happen.
Yeah.
Really would. Really would.
Well, we want to thank you so very much for coming on our show.
My pleasure.
I appreciate
This
you
is
driving
wonderful.
out here all the way to BFE.
No, that's okay. I enjoyed it.
Plug the show.
Good luck and continued success.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and so if we want to go to Eric's Memorial, it's next Wednesday, the 22nd, right?
May 22nd, 6 p.m. Italian American Club.
6 to
whatever we're
8
gonna
p.m.
say, you know.
and $15 at the door. Don't forget
Until
to
Benny
pay to
kicks
Vig.
us out.
Pay to Vig.
That's right.
Well, Vinny, I personally know him.
We're looking forward to seeing your show, the Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga show. Anything goes in the near future.
Yes,
and all the success in the
absolutely.
world
Well, thank
to you.
you. My pleasure.
Mwah.
Good to see you again.
Thank you
guys.
so much.
We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back.
Thank you, Chris.
And we are back. We had such a great show today, and we want to thank you. She's got the giggles. I'm sorry. She was drinking when we
Coffee.
were. Yeah,
More coffee, please.
We want to thank you so much for tuning in, and we had such a good time with
We had a
Joey
ball.
D'Amico and Carmen Romano. Next week, we have Casey Jade coming on. You guys are going to love her, man. She's awesome.
She is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right, and Ave Maria and Sparky want to
Yep.
say bye-bye, and we want to thank you so very much for tuning in. Look at this little...
please like us on Facebook, share, and so important to go to our YouTube channel and please subscribe.
We only have 68 subscribers.
Yeah.
Get on it!
Yeah, get on it, all right? Because I got the wooden spoon and I'm not playing games. Anyways, bye everyone. Have a good evening.
Have a great evening.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.